What's going on, everybody? It's your Rifle here, and in today's video I was debating on whether or not to upload this just because I didn't know if you guys would actually like something like this. But as you guys can see, I did decide to upload it. It's just something fun to do and to try out on Mars. Just like in the Halo days when you'd get on some spaceships and do the glitches. I don't know if you guys played Halo, but yeah, that's something that I personally thought was fun. Like you could hop up in the gunner seats of the spaceship and you would just go flying out of the map. And you didn't necessarily have to be in the gunner seats. Some of them you could get on top of the spaceships. And you would glitch outside the map in the campaign and just travel around outside of the map. I just thought that was fun in my opinion. Just because once you have beaten the game and it's gotten repetitive, you want to find out new things. You want to explore around. Well, that was what I liked to do. It was just something fun to do sometimes. And well, I found something for you guys to have fun with and to mess around with on Destiny. That involves one of the ships. You're going to have to be playing on the Mars Strike, going against Valis. But right before you fight Valis, you're going to have to go up against the tank. And this actually can help you out against the tank because it's a huge distraction to it. And not to mention you are extremely safe in this spot. So here's how you do it. Once you get to this area right here, you're going to want to take out at least one guard. After you kill one guard, a ship will come to spawn some other guards. But your objective is not to kill the other guards quite yet. Your objective now is to jump on top of the ship. And you can jump on the ship by a couple ways. You could probably jump on top of what people like to call the Master Chief Helmet building. Quote unquote that. And also you can jump on these pipes up toward the ship. I don't know, there's many routes to get to the top of this ship. But anyways, once you get up here, you want to just chillax for a minute, because the ship's about ready to go up into the air and just take off. And at that takeoff point, that's where it's going to get tricky. Now here's what should not happen. You don't want to just stay on the ship just because you will end up dying from a death barrier. The trick is right before the ship takes off, you want to make sure you are in the front of the ship. Especially right before it takes off. You want to start running toward the front of the ship. Make sure you got some running distance so you can start running toward it. Because it works like a slingshot, I guess. It'll sling you flying and hopefully up toward these rocks up here. I guess the best way to look at this is to pretend the ship is a slingshot and you are the rock or pebble about ready to go flying. So let's just go ahead and call this the slingshot. Yeah, that sounds about right. To make this a little bit more simple, you can also use your super. Especially if you're a hunter, the blade dancing class helps tremendously. And also, using your super right before you land onto the cliff can also save you from dying. Because sometimes you hit that cliff way too hard and you just automatically die. I know that happened to me once, but my friend managed to stay alive, so heck yeah to that. And he was able to revive me up here. Also, something pretty handy to have is self-res. Even if you do die when landing up here, at least you can just self-resurrect and you'll be up here. Also, one time when I did this, to help me save my fall, I would try to jump right before getting to the cliff. And yes, Warlocks and Titans are able to do this as well. As you can see, a Warlock is doing this too. The reason why I'm bringing this to y'all is just something fun to try out. I know most of you probably don't have a problem against this tank, but also this spot does help out a lot against it. It's just a little risky getting up here. But once you get up here, you are able to take out the guards across from you. It'll be especially handy for you if you have the icebreaker on you, just because of the regenerating ammo on the icebreaker. And also, it might be best if your whole squad doesn't come up here. But hey, you are still able to take out the guards if your whole squad does come up here. And not to mention, it'll help you just in case one of you does die trying to get up here, you are able to get a revive. Or if both of you die and one person stays alive, that person can revive you both, obviously. But also something pretty funny, your soul, your orb, whatever you want to call it, gets stuck up into the air. Like literally it is floating way up in the air if you die on the ship. If you don't try to run with the ship right before it takes off, yeah, your orb will get stuck up there. So there's no chance of reviving you if you are playing in something like the Nightfall. But if you're just doing the strike regularly, you are able to just revive yourself. Once again, guys, take a good look on how this jump actually happens without you dying. I'm slowing it down for you guys so you guys can analyze what is going on here. Because this is a very confusing jump, but once you get the hang of it, the ship slinging you is no problem. But yeah, I guess that's about wrapping up this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little slingshot trick, and hopefully you guys have some fun trying it out. I know Destiny can get repetitive, and it's always good to try out some new things. But I'm out of here though, everyone. If the video was enjoyable, as always, please remember to leave a like. It's much appreciated by me, and not to mention it helps the video's rating out quite a bit. I just like to leave a simple reminder at the end of the video. I'm not trying to push it down your all's throat. Thank you all for getting this far in the video, and most importantly, thank you all for your time. Stay safe, don't sleep in pee, and peace out. A lot of people actually think that bad juju is actually bad poo-poo, but I'm here to tell you that it's not. Anyways, before I get started with that, I'm also going to be going over the Red Death. Yeah, that's right, I don't have no special name for the Red Death, but the Red Death is absolutely amazing, and in this video I'm going to be